Well, hi again, everybody. I wouldn't expect to be back in the car so soon. But just as I was posting, I had just shoved something into my face for some energy. Broward Sheriff and Florida Child Services shows up next door to remove the neighbor's children. Bad scene. Oh, and the landscapers are here. Bad scene. So, I had talked about the neighbor on the other side. This is not the pillhead neighbor. Talked about this neighbor a few years ago when they first moved in. When she moved in with the father of the two children.
Turn left onto Northeast 41st Street.
Oh, by the way, since I figured I'd come in do a political video, and I'm running up to Delray because Tom's got to sign the LLC paperwork so we can get registered, get our tax ID through the state for the business. So he's going up. So I'm going up. Since that's going on, the boss, Charlene, sent me on a mission. So we just do what we're told. So I had talked about them and they were fighting, but I was like, at least they're together, without really knowing the full history. So cops had never been called. He ended up moving out. Apparently they were together, but they weren't together when they moved in the first place. Yada yada. So in the meantime, it's been a merry-go-round of dudes coming through this place, and every time, every conversation loud as hell on her cell phone outside. I'm a good woman, this is good pussy, and like, I don't know why no man wants to wife this or marry me, and Jesus, took a fucking manhole cover. So all that. So then, I guess about 10 months ago, she used to go to work wearing like fishnets and, her ass hanging out. She worked at a bar and she was obviously, and I'm not shitting on that. But that's where she met, apparently, this new guy. And she came up, she got pregnant, about 10 months ago, because she had the baby about, I think, 3 weeks ago, had a newborn with this guy. But this guy seemed a little, was different than the other guys in that, he was nice. The first guy I got along with, but he was very street. He was very, very street. This guy is very professional, very, very nice, very well spoken, nice guy. Didn't seemed out of sorts. Very different. And she started, a job and started wearing medical. So she's got a job in a medical office. She's wearing medical scrubs now. It seemed like everything was going the right way. And 2 nights ago, like 2 in the morning, boom, 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 pounding, open the door, let me in, open the door. Now I'm thinking, because of the history, it's the pillhead next door. One of his friends clawing at the door, God knows what. And I am. I'm like, no, Broward Sheriff is not coming here again because you fucking idiot, and somebody's gonna get hurt, and the badge bunny's gonna be like, no. So I go outside, I get up and go outside. It's not that kid, it's them next door. It's the guy banging on the door like, give me my keys, give me my keys, give me my keys. And I remember earlier I heard them, they were drinking, I saw the liquor bottles going in, and I had thought I had heard yelling earlier, and I knew they were drinking. I'm like, oh, they're drunk, obviously, there's yelling going on now. So now I go out, the screens are out of the windows, he's banging on the door, like, open the door and give me the keys. And I come out, I'm like, dude, what's up? And he's like, I'm sorry. He's like, she's drunk, she's out of hand, she attacked me. I left with our daughter, with my sister, and now I just want my keys. So, like, I'm going to the door before Broward Sheriff, trying to get there before somebody else calls Broward Sheriff, and these idiots come with their fucking guns out, you know. I'm not gonna, like, Emily, open the door. Give me back my baby. Oh, give me back my baby. I'm like, Emily, it's both your babies. It's both your child, okay? And you're obviously really drunk, okay? And he isn't. Like, he isn't. And I'm like, and finally, I'm like, I can see this is going nowhere. And I'm like, look, dude, like, you know how things go around here with you. Like, you don't want. And he's like, you know what? You're right. He's like, and for you, thank you. I'm gonna just let it go home, and, you know, take care of my kid, take care of our daughter. Good idea, my friend. Good idea. That's it. Go back to bed. 30 minutes later, I hear screeching out there. I go, oh shit, he really come back? I go back out there. Oh no, Broward Sheriff. She called them. And they're like, well, why did you call me if you don't want pictures taken? Because she has bruises on her arms. And like, well, I don't know why I call. I don't know why I'm calling. I call because I'm drunk. Like, she's like, you got to go there and you got to go get my dog. I'm like, Emily, this is, and I finally got, I'm like, Emily, this is fucked up. This is over some goddamn car keys because you're drinking. And the cop came over to me I'm like, listen, man, I'm trying not to get anybody. He's like, I know. The cop's like, I know. I'm like, somebody's gonna get hurt. You guys keep showing up here. He's like, I know. He's like, but she's got bruises on her arms. And I'm like, and I'm telling you, okay, she has a history. And he just shook his, like, just nodded his head on me. Nodded his head. I'm like, before you go locking up another black man, okay, you better get your facts straight. Well, apparently they got their facts straight, because this is the 4th domestic incident. Apparently, this is why they're removing her children. This is the 4th domestic incident she's had. Not with this guy, with other guys. Okay, always alcohol involved, always her starting it and getting and attacking. And now it's out. Okay. It's beautiful kids. Luckily, the father was there, because he didn't call the cops. This happened because she called the cops. And then the cops went and investigated it. She's thinking, like, first one to get to the cops wins. No. And I heard, like, the original father, because the 2 kids they took are the first guy's kids. Those are the kids they took. The baby that's 3 weeks old, the father's got custody because he's got a clean record. He's got a good job. He's got a clean record. He's got no history, no drug, like nothing. So that child, the other 2, they're wards of the state, and those are beautiful children. Because the apparently now it's like, well, the father can't take him. This is what I mean. The father can't take him. He has a drug trafficking and human trafficking. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, what have you? One after another. And finally you get a good guy with a good job, and you get into that booze and you attack him too, knowing she has 3 priors and 1 more contact is going to cost her her kids. She does it anyway. Why is she doing it? Because she had an abusive father who beat the shit out of her mother and beat the shit out of her. And she's continuing the fucking cycle. And she attacked this guy worse than any other guy she ever attacked. Why? He wouldn't give her the fucking response she wanted. It's sad. It's sad. It's sad when you can't break these chains of your own abuse. It's really sad. You don't want to see anybody lose their children. You don't. It's an unsettling feeling. Jesus Christ, man, to see that. You don't want to see that. You don't, even if it is what's best for the child. Sad, sad, sad. Like, you know, and she told us all this yesterday, you know, because she was out there before she lost the kids. You know, she's like, I'm going to lose my kids. And she wasn't giving us the whole story of her history. Like, some of it she's been beaten and Charlene knew it. Charlene's like, she's about to lose her kids. I'm like, take a kid away. It's got to be bad. And well, it's fucking bad. I could have empathy for the girl. I really can, even though she put herself in that position. And this is where not breaking the chains of these people will lead you. When you put all your value into who wants to fuck you or marry you or make... You put no value into yourself. And you allow yourself to repeatedly look for men or look for people who are going to abuse you in the same way your narcissistic abuser abused you in the past. And if you find somebody who doesn't, a lot of times you will react until that person does or tries to do something, because that's the way you think you get value. Right up until the point where they take your children away from you. Completely unnecessary and sad. Really feel bad. And he said he was always accusing her of cheating, and, you know, because he met her at the bar with the fishnets and her ass hanging out, flirting and hanging on guys, because, you know, that's how bartenders make money, according to her. So I'm not saying this guy is a saint either. It takes two to tango. It's 50-50. But to see that and to lose your children because you don't want to fix it, or you can't fix it, or you don't want to stand up to what's really happening. I mean, it's sad. So keep that in mind. You will either walk away from the narcissist and their abuse and go no contact and make a fresh start, or it will end up destroying you and sacrificing. Then you will lose things you never thought you could lose. Irreplaceable things, and not to call a child a thing, but something that is irreplaceable. Now, if she tries to have any more children, they'll take that too. They'll take those too. Unless she can get her act together. And this isn't a hard drug user. This is alcohol. And this isn't somebody who's getting drunk every night. This is when they drink. The monster comes out. The booze monster. I've said it. I hate it. I fucking hate alcohol. I hate it so fucking much. Alcohol-fueled drunkie. I mean, drunkie. That's why she's fucking drunkie, because she's fucking drunk. Fueled by vodka. I'm like, because I used to hope to get taken away, when I was a kid, Kids didn't look all that upset, to be honest. They weren't crying. When Charlene was talking to her yesterday morning, and the mother's just telling all her I don't look for a good man, the daughter just turned around and walked away, she's done with it. She's done with it. Such a loving kid. And that girl, she gives everybody a hug too. Everybody. She's such a loving little girl. Exactly the type some fucking predator would target, isn't too. Really, really sad. Really sad. That booze, man. That booze. Narcissist fuel. That's why I fucking hate it. I got 4 miles. I'll wrap it up here. Maybe I'll do a political video on the way back. Of course, I'm not going to be able to post them until I get home. So, I could. Maybe. Alright, I'm going to wrap it up here. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. And if you want your child's story read on the channel, you want to participate, you want to set up a Skype or phone call, you want to support the channel through donation or sponsor for someone else, you know what to do with the links in the description box below. I'm Ollie Matthews. This has been Refuge from Narcissism. Take care.